Racing to the Breeders' Cup. It's time for another Breeders' Cup update, and it's Friday afternoon, just 13 days away from the Breeders' Cup. Friday, October 18th, and a lot of news coming out of California today from the Blood Horse and Daily Racing Form. It looks like yesterday it was decided that Omaha Beach, from the owner, he is going to be running in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. They had been considering the Classic and the Sprint. Will be interesting. He's been back on the track after that hard-fought sprint victory a couple of weeks back, and it looks like the Dirt Mile could be the spot for him. Will he face off against Mitole, who is not yet committed to either the sprint or the Dirt Mile? So we'll see. Either way, we're going to get a tough sprint, it looks like, with Chancelot. He's back on the track, and he could either face Mitole and the Pocket Rocket from the Fighting City of Philadelphia, Imperial Hint, or it could be even Whitmore, who is back on the work tab today, blew out 4 furlongs and 46 and change, and galloped out over 6 furlongs for Whitmore. So the Breeders' Cup Sprint looks like it's going to be a tough field. Dirt Mile, maybe a little bit smaller field, but still competitive if you get a horse like Omaha Beach in there. Other news today, Mike Smith going to ride Yoshida in the Breeders' Cup Classic, and a couple of other jockey changes to note. Jose Ortiz will be getting the mount on Chancelot in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Thought maybe Mike Smith might look in that direction. And another jockey switch, Joel Rosario riding Mckinzie in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Tax, he has taken his name out of the hat for the Breeders' Cup Classic, so we're looking like we're going to get 11 or 12 horse field now for the Classic. Draft pick looks like he's going to be in. Higher Power continues to train for that. And the final rankings, the top 3 from the Breeders' Cup Classic this week, it was Mckinzie, Code of Honor, and Vino Rosso. It looks like those 3 are going to vie for favoritism in that Breeders' Cup Classic. Juvenile action, Bast was on the workout yesterday, the daughter of Uncle Mo for Bob Baffert. Meanwhile, Jerry Hollendorfer not allowed to enter any horses in the Breeders' Cup under his name. So we'll see if Vasilka or King of Jack actually is entered under Dan Ward or another trainer's name. But right now, officially, Jerry Hollendorfer not allowed to put horses in his name for the Breeders' Cup, a long way from a couple of years ago. And also hitting the workout tab today was Dennis Moment, blazing, burning fire, burning up the track, 5 furlongs and 58 and change as he continues to train up to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Looks like it's going to be a 8-9 horse field. Green Light Go is definitely out of the Breeders' Cup from the Jerkins camp. And it looks like 8 Rings is going to be the main, probably the second choice or co-favorite with Dennis Moment. It'll be interesting to see who the favorite is. I have a feeling it's going to be Dennis's Moment, but we'll see if 8 Rings also takes a lot of money in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Lots of workouts scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll come back Monday, recap it all, and then next Wednesday we start to get the early nominations, pre-entries for the Breeders' Cup announced on Wednesday, and that'll be Wednesday afternoon, depending on the location. So we're getting closer, just 13 days away from the Breeders' Cup. What are some of your early thoughts on the Classic and Juvenile? Leave a note below, and remember, share, like, and subscribe as we're looking for more subscribers as we get closer to the Breeders' Cup.